In this video, I am going to show you how to solve consecutive integer word problems. I want you to remember that an integer are your whole numbers, 0, and your negative numbers. Integers do not have any fractions, there are no decimals, they're just your positive and negative whole numbers. So I get no decimals or fractions. Consecutive integers are integers that follow in sequence, each number being one more than the previous number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, these are consecutive integers because they are integers that happen in a row. 7, 8, 9 would also be a set of 3 consecutive integers. 13, 14, 15, those are all consecutive integers. And we can represent these numbers with n plus 1, n plus 2, n plus 3, and so on, where n is any integer. So when you're doing this, n would be your first number, n plus 1 would be your second number, n plus 2 would be your third number, n plus 3 would be your fourth number, and so on. So this example here says find 3 consecutive integers whose sum is 84. Show all work algebraically. So remember, the word sum means that you are adding. So I'm going to have 3 consecutive numbers. So the first number plus the second number plus the third number is going to equal 84. And again, I got the plus from the sum, and I know that this equals 84 because they tell me that right here. So I don't know what the first number is. So I'm just going to use what they tell me here. My first number is n plus my second number is n plus 1 plus my third number is n plus 2. And this is going to equal 84. Now I have an equation that I can use to solve this. To solve, I'm going to begin by combining like terms. N plus n plus n is 3n. And then 1 plus 2 is 3. To solve, I want to get, I want to get 3n by itself. So I need to undo addition. The opposite of addition is subtraction. So I am going to subtract 3 on both sides. So I'll have 3n is equal to 81. I want to get n by itself. N is being multiplied by 3. To undo multiplication, I'll do division. And I'll find that n equals 27. We want to find the 3 consecutive integers. We just found the first number was 27 because we found n. So we know that n is 27. My second number is n plus 1. So that's going to be 27 plus 1, which is 28. And my third number is going to be n plus 2. So that's 27 plus 2, which is 29. So my 3 consecutive integers are 27, 28, and 29. These are 3 consecutive integers that sum to 84. I know that's a lot the first time that you see it. Go ahead and pause this video, make sure that you have all of this copied down, and when you're ready, move on to the next example. Example 2. Find two consecutive numbers whose sum is 15. Show all work algebraically. So I'm going to have the first number plus the second number. I know I'm adding because of the sum. And I know when I add them together, I get 15. I don't know what the first number is, so I'm going to let that be n. I know that the next number is consecutive, so the second number needs to be n plus 1. So I'll have my first number plus my second number, and that's going to equal 15. My next step is to combine like terms. N plus n is 2n. So I'll have 2n plus 1 equals 15. I want to get 2n by itself. Right now, I'm adding 1 to 2n. To undo addition, I'm going to do subtraction. And I'll have 2n is equal to 14. Next, I want to get n by itself. N is being multiplied by 2. To undo multiplication, I'll do division. And I'll find that n equals 7. So that means that my first number is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. So I have found that my two consecutive numbers that add to 15 are 7 and 8. And that is my answer.